And there's lipstick all over the mug. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. I recently found something, and by recently I mean I literally just found it like 2 hours ago. I was watching Trick or Treat with my brother, and the beginning of the movie came on where it plays that like trick or treat safety thing, and it's really creepy.
During the spookiest time of the year, there are a few guidelines all ghosts and goblins should follow.
I started wondering if there were any vintage, like instructional videos about how to safely trick or treat. Because I've covered some vintage instructional videos on this channel before, and they're always hilarious. And when I looked it up on YouTube, the first thing that came up was this video called Halloween Safety 1985. And I haven't seen it yet, but we are going to watch it together, and I am very excited because it looks hilarious. Alright, you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, Happy Nightmare Fuel! Very groovy nightmare fuel. But nightmare fuel all the same. Look at those horrifying masks. I hate it. Yeah, I hate every single one of them.
Halloween is really a special time, isn't it?
Like, look at these kids' costumes. I'd run away screaming from every single one of those children. They're terrifying. Sorry, small children.
Especially for me.
Who is it?
You can see why if you know who I am.
It's a brick.
Look up a little.
Oh.
That's me, a jack-o'-lantern.
He's an animated jack-o'-lantern. Okay.
At Halloween time every year, I sit up here and watch everybody go by.
Why did they animate the jack-o'-lantern? I guess just so that his face would move and stuff, but it is kind of funny. Like the 2D animation superimposed over the regular footage feels like a Her Interactive game from 1998.
It's a nice and scary time, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty scared right now.
I think about how much fun Halloween is. I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween.
Even the pumpkin has an anxiety disorder. It's rough times we're living in right now.
Corey's going to carve a pumpkin with her dad.
Hi, Corey.
Oh my God. Weighs 50 pounds.
That's a big one. It probably weighs close to that.
He makes the small child bring in the pumpkin herself.
Come on here and set it down.
Okay.
We also get this very long shot where he's just putting out newspapers for like a little too long.
It's fine. Have you decided what kind of face you're going to make on it yet?
A happy face.
I'll do that.
Oh god, it's a knife. Someone's gonna get cut with a knife and it's not gonna be just the pumpkin.
Now, a pumpkin's not easy to carve. I know that.
My dumbass was like, why is he pulling out a spoon? Why do you think you can carve it with a spoon? It's to get the innards out.
You need the proper tools.
Something that I should have understood immediately.
But first you have to draw a face that you can carve. Corey's doing that.
Alright, so she drew a nice face on it.
Then you cut the top off so you can scoop out the insides.
I always feel bad, because, like, I always draw the face on mine, and then, like, go to cut the top of its head off, and it's like it's judging me and betrayed by me as I'm cutting into it. I feel guilty.
It takes a sharp knife. And you know, sharp knives can be dangerous if they're not used right.
So does the narrator as a jack-o'-lantern not get creeped out by the thought of another pumpkin being, like, brutally sawed into?
I'm glad that Corey's father is helping her. It's much safer that way.
Or is this like the birth of a pumpkin? Is it a happy thing because this is what's going to gain it its sentience? I have a lot of questions.
I think about how much fun Halloween is.
Oh yeah, I apologize if the quality of this video is a little bit iffy. There's parts where it definitely looks like it compressed weird and whatever. Surprisingly, leftover instructional videos from 1985 are not in like Blu-ray condition.
Go ahead and pull that off.
Ew, look.
Okay, now comes the fun part.
I would not say that that's the fun part of doing a jack-o'-lantern.
Getting my inside scooped out tickles me.
I always like gag when I have to do it. I'm kind of getting queasy just thinking about it right now.
It'd tickle you too, if you were a pumpkin.
So he does have sentience while it's happening. It's like being awake for surgery, poor thing.
So far it's been fun. But look at Corey's hand.
Yeah, it's what happens when you impale a pumpkin and take its insides out.
Kinda gooey, isn't it?
What did you expect?
Corey is going to carve the face with a small knife. Can you imagine how that knife could slip?
Just wash your hands.
Good, that's a lot better.
See, she's a smart kid. I don't know anyone that would just with pumpkin seeds just dripping off of them, just be like, well, time to carve the face in now.
A clean, dry hand can hold a knife safely.
I didn't need to be instructed on how to do that.
Cut slowly, carefully, in small slices, and always cut away from yourself.
Yeah, that's the important thing that I think kids need to know, not the part about washing your hands.
Make sure there's an adult, or someone a lot older than you, who can help you if you need help.
Imagine the insult that you would feel if a kid came up to you and was like, can you carve this pumpkin for me? You're a lot older than I am.
That's the safe way to carve a pumpkin. I'm glad Corey isn't going to spoil her Halloween fun.
Okay, so he's walked us through how to dissect his kin. What other advice does he have for us?
But a candle and a pumpkin on a wooden porch might not be safe at all. A flashlight could be a lot safer then.
A flashlight? Did anybody put a flashlight in their jack-o'-lantern? I guess that would be safer, but I've just never thought to do that. I guess I was living on the edge.
But what about having a candle burning inside your pumpkin? Well, I'm sitting on brick. But a candle and a pumpkin on a wooden porch might not be safe at all.
Ooh, I have a wooden porch, and I totally put a candle, like a lit candle, in my pumpkin. Huh.
Well, I'm sitting on brick.
It's also ominous the way he says, I'm sitting on brick. Because, if somebody made him and then didn't follow the safety precautions, he would just burn up from the inside. That's terrifying.
Well, not everybody carves a pumpkin on Halloween. But just about everybody does dress up in a costume. For instance, look across the street there.
I can't see anything.
Do you see what I see?
Oh, I see a little robot.
That robot is Jeremy in his costume.
Aw, Jeremy must be so proud of his costume.
Oh, Jessica, it's you. How do you like my costume?
Look how adorable the robot costume is. Just bowling your siblings over because you can't see out of your mask. That's what Halloween's all about.
Well, it may look great from the outside, but from the inside, things don't look very good at all.
I never really wore a lot of costumes with masks as a kid. It was the only time of year that my mom would let me do my makeup, so I always wanted to be something where I could do my makeup up really prominent.
Jeremy can't see very well with his robot head on, and I don't think the rest of his costume lets him walk very well.
Yeah, this looks horribly uncomfortable. When I was in high school, I dressed up as a witch, and I thought it would be really cool. I had these, suede heels, these boots with heels that I loved, and I thought it would be so cute if I wore them with my costume, and I was still trick-or-treating in high school, but they were so uncomfortable, and we lived on a hill. It was not a good idea. Don't be like me, Jeremy.
He can't bend his knees. It's hard for Jeremy to keep his balance. Sidewalks hurt you when you fall on them.
Yes, Mr. Pumpkinhead.
He might fall down just anywhere, and probably everywhere.
Did anybody have to watch this in school? Did you have to take notes? Did you have to, jot down, sidewalks hurt when you fall on them?
Sidewalks hurt you when you fall on them, and so do streets.
Oh, yeah, don't fall in the street.
Jeremy has to be able to walk better if he doesn't want to spoil his Halloween fun. There, that's better.
Wait, what? I blinked.
There, that's better.
Ah, they cut the knees out.
And you have to be able to see where you're going.
Look, Jessica.
A mask that makes it hard to see could get you into all kinds of trouble.
What is he gonna do? Is he gonna disfigure the robot's face?
There, that's much better. Jeremy can see well now.
Okay, I guess that's fine. He can see better and it still looks cute. I did like the teeny tiny little holes for eyes. It gave the robot a really derpy look.
Oh, but look at Jessica. She can't see much with her mask on.
Damn it, Jessica, what did we just say?
A monster needs an ugly face. But does it have to be a mask?
I half thought the narrator was just gonna be like, you're ugly enough on your own, kid. That would have been horrible.
Makeup can be just as good. Of course, the reason you get all dressed up at Halloween is so you can have fun going trick-or-treating.
I don't know, man. I think the makeup is kind of a miss. I don't like what they did with the makeup.
I always hope they don't forget all they know about crossing streets safely.
You look left and then right and then left again. And then you run really fast and hope for the best.
It's a good idea to take off your mask when you cross.
Little did they know that this Halloween we'd all have to wear masks for very different reasons.
It makes me so happy when I see children look to their left for cars, then right for cars, then left again before they cross.
Hell yeah, I knew the safe thing to do.
And don't cut across yards or empty lots. When it's dark, You can't see what's there.
Yeah, don't be the jerk that leaves broken glass in the front yard. Hi, kids.
Now you'll see what there is about their costumes that makes it easier for drivers to see them when it's dark.
Oh boy, that picture. These kids all look horrified.
Do you see how easy it is to see the bright colors in the costumes?
Uh-huh.
Those are just pieces of special tape that reflect light very well. You can put tape like that on your costume and on your trick-or-treat bag.
Huh, we just straight up never did that as kids. We were fine, but I guess don't be like us, kids. If there's any kids out there watching this.
Some costumes already have reflecting material on them.
God, that little girl it's horrifying. They should have just let her use the mask. It looks like she's been skinned alive.
Making your costume and your bag easy to see makes you easy to see.
Yeah?
And that's a good way to help make Halloween safe.
Yeah, I guess it is, Mr. Pumpkin.
The safer Halloween is, the more fun it is, for you and for me.
I don't know that the pumpkin himself has any stake in this situation. I mean, it's very nice that he cares about the kids, but, I mean, he's already been, like, sliced open tonight. I don't think we have to worry about his safety. What more can happen to him?
But some people have a strange idea of fun.
Uh-oh, the ominous music is coming back.
They think it's fun to mess up other people's things with paint. They don't think about how the people feel whose things are ruined.
Oh, dear.
It isn't fun to spoil other people's things and make them unhappy.
The guy just pointing at almost nothing on the side of the wall.
And some people think it's fun to throw things at cars.
I appreciate the sentiment. It's a good lesson to teach kids, but I don't think any kid that was going to, like, egg a house decided not to because of this video.
Some people even think it's fun to smash pumpkins.
Oh, no. I guess we do have to worry about his safety.
Oh no, that's not fun.
Oh, no. People who do that suck anyway, but when you think about the pumpkin being sentient, it's so much worse.
Not for all the people who work so hard carving pumpkins, and especially not for us pumpkins.
I have enough anxiety on my own. Now I'm worrying about the well-being of this pumpkin from 1985.
Some people don't know what fun really is. I do, and I'll bet you do too.
The pumpkin wink.
One thing is to always go out with friends, and have an adult come along too. Don't ever trick-or-treat alone.
Yeah, 1985 was a different time. My parents didn't even let me trick-or-treat without them. Not until I was, like, in high school.
And if someone you don't know very well invites you in.
Oh my god, who takes that much candy? You take one per person. Also, those look, to my eye, like those horrible caramels that tasted like peanut butter and hair. I never liked those.
Would you like to come in? I have more treats inside.
No, thank you.
Oh, I didn't even hear that the first time. No, don't do that, kids.
Don't worry, you'll collect enough treats.
When I was a kid, I used to think it must be so boring to just stay home and hand out candy, but nowadays I love handing out candy. Now that I'm a grown-up, I'm gonna get dressed up, I'm gonna have my Halloween spooky ambience, I'm gonna have the jack-o'-lanterns and the lights out. It's gonna be great. And it's gonna be nothing like the guy that chased us around our neighborhood with an actual chainsaw when we were kids. That 100% happened, I'm not joking.
Some of you will probably still be out when it's really dark. That's when flashlights are an especially good idea.
Yeah, we didn't do that either. I'm realizing that we just were not very safe when we were trick-or-treating.
But remember, don't shine those flashlights into anybody's eyes.
Unless it's like a creepy clown or something, then shine it directly into their eyes.
It isn't hard to have a safe Halloween.
You guys couldn't have lit this a little bit better? I know it's supposed to be dark outside, but I can't see a damn thing.
They wouldn't want an accident to spoil their Halloween fun.
It looks like a knockoff version of Abbey Road. Plot twist, the Beatles were just trick-or-treating when they took that picture.
But what do you do with all the treats you collected?
Eat them.
A lot of them are things to eat, of course.
Are those apples? I never got apples trick-or-treating.
Get a grown-up to help you decide, or at least someone a lot older than you.
Hey, can you help me decide if I should eat this or not? You're way older than I am.
You see, some people think it's fun to play tricks with your treats.
Is this where they tell kids about razor blades and candy?
Watch out for candy wrappers that have been torn or punctured. That might be a sign of tampering.
It is depressing that they even have to tell kids that.
Watch out for things that look like candy, but might be medicines or drugs.
Ugh.
Don't eat anything that doesn't look right.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't look right. Don't eat that.
Corey's treats won't make her sick, and I hope yours won't make you sick either.
Oh, I like her little cowgirl costume.
Halloween can be a scary time. Not because of witches or ghosts that we know aren't real.
Well, we're pretty sure they're not real. I like to hedge my bets on these types of things.
Carve your pumpkin carefully. Make sure that you can see.
I still love the little robot face.
Trick or treat in your own neighborhood.
Unless there's a really swanky neighborhood nearby that gives out the full-size candy bars. That's what I used to do. Probably horrible advice for children. Don't listen to anything I'm saying, children.
Then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween, right? Right.
Oh, God. The way that the pumpkin looked into my soul was scary enough. I didn't expect the ghost friend to be there. He took his hat. It's a ghost Dementor. Oh my God. And on that terrifying note, the video ends. That's the end of the video. I hope at least some of you guys find this as interesting as I found it. I love instructional videos from the past. They're just so interesting to me, and I'm not really sure why. I think it's just interesting to see what kind of instructions are timeless and which ones change with the times. You know what I mean? They're also always horribly made. But that's it for this video. Stay safe this Halloween. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Bye!